So I just recently got employed in a full-time job. I'm working at school as a maintenance technician. Yeah, I know. I didn't really want to get this job. I reluctantly accepted it because it was an opportunity which I felt personally I couldn't pass up, and it would feel stupid of me and foolish for me to not take up on this job because this opportunity doesn't come often. Basically, I'm working as a maintenance technician at a school. My role is to just make sure the school is running smoothly, and if anything breaks down, I'm going to be the one that fixes it. With that said, I still didn't really want to get back into employment, but I accepted it because it has I accepted on two conditions basically. Condition number one was the fact that this will help me build experience and increase my portfolio of work history. So when I eventually do want to get a job, it won't be so hard and they can't tell me that no, you don't have work experience, blah blah blah. And condition number two was the fact that it actually pays decently. I'm not going to deny that the pay did tempt me a lot, but yeah, that was one of the major factors why I decided to go back into work. But now that I'm back into work, I've already done my first week. The job itself is very boring. There's nothing really happens at school. So I just spend most of the time sitting in the office waiting for something to happen, but nothing actually ever do. And when anything does happen, it's mostly just like changing the light bulb or fixing the door hinge or stuff like that, which is, I know, very mundane, glamorous. This job itself, it's not fulfilling at all. I can't see myself working like this for the rest of my life. Definitely not. Maybe for the time being, I can accept it because I'm getting money in. But in the long run, I don't really want to work in this field. And I don't even know if this field is the field I want to work in anymore. Like, engineering might not be the field for me. Who knows? But yeah, also I can't help the fact that I feel very incompetent in this role. Maybe that added to my dissatisfaction. It's probably because I have little to no experience in the job at all. But I feel like what the employer expects me to know is not what I know. Where on paper I'm technically qualified for this job, but I actually don't know that much. Like, I wouldn't know how to fix a radiator or fix an air conditioning unit or a boiler if they tell me to go fix it when it breaks down. So yeah, I'm either gonna get fired next month, this week, or whenever, when they eventually realize that they're paying me way too much and I do nothing. But until that time comes, I'm just gonna sit here and earn money for doing nothing, basically. Also, another thing that came to my mind just before I sign off is, I know this is an opportunity that doesn't come often. That's why I took it to begin with, because this is a chance for me to gain experience, and it pays quite decent. So this opportunity doesn't come often, and who knows how long I can keep this job, because like I said, I'm not really qualified for this job, and the sooner they realize that, the sooner they'll actually fire me. But another revelation that I discovered was, no matter how much you actually get paid for doing a job, it really doesn't matter. Like, if a shit sandwich is given to you, no matter how much glitter and how much glamorous shit you put on top of that, it's still gonna be a shit sandwich. So the same analogy applies to the job. So I thought that maybe if I get a high paying job, the job would be more bearable. But it doesn't really make a difference. If the job is shit, the job is still gonna be shit. So yeah, that's a life lesson I learned. You can either take the negatives from this by, you know, just don't work in a job that you hate. I know most of us don't get a choice in that. Or if you do work in a job that you hate, just make sure you get paid a lot for it. And again, none of us have any control over that. But that's just a thought that I came up with. So yeah, I'll be in this job until they eventually find out that I'm useless.